do. Right, so let's get started. So hope everyone is okay this afternoon. Let's get straight into it. So yeah, please leave a comment because now I can actually wave back at you, which is very, very cool. So what we're going to do is start off with a nice little start in marching on the spot. I've got my Michael Jackson socks on today, my white ones. So this is very, very good. Perfect. And then we're just going to do some shoulder rolls. So just taking it up and rolling it back, keeping the stomach in again, shoulders rotating down. So we're going straight into it today, no messing around. Boosh. Right in there. Well done, crew. Good, excellent with the thumbs. That's what I like. Hit that like button as well, so we know exactly who's here and what's doing what. Phil's obviously with us as well, so obviously if there's anything that you think, can't really do that, obviously Phil will be able to give us a little bit of advice as well as we're going along. Right, so we're going to go into some side steps. That is good. And then we're going to increase that range with the shoulders. This is perfect. Well done. I'm liking it today. Feeling good. Back in the game today we are. So I hope Royce, I hope Glennis and Andrew are all okay too. I haven't seen who else is watching. There's a couple of others as well. Victoria, I can give them a wave. Look at this, I can wave at people. Superb. And then from there we're going to really go to some shoulder rolls. Awesome. And then we're just going to slowly take it back down. Perfect. Right then. So from there now we're going to go back into our side steps, but we're going to do a chest press as well. Keep it nice and simple today. And then from there we'll go up to the camera angle anyway. And always get a touch. Boom. Straight into there. Again, people, connecting people. That's what we want. It feels we are in the same room. Okay, so from there what we're going to do now is some hamstring curls. Okay, I'm just going to curl my leg up towards my bum. As you can see, if you need to hold on to the chair or the table for support, you can do. And then place feet hip width apart, take the knees off lock, and we're just going to slowly turn to the side, coming back into the center. We're going to do exactly the same then, the other side then for me. Okay, so you're mobilizing the middle part of the back, the thoracic. So if I show you from the side, so as you can see, my back stays nice and straight. There we go. That is perfect. So keep it going. Again, you find it stretching across the abs as well. Excellent. And get a touch. Boosh. Straight in there. Right. And so from there, then we're going to go into some heel digs. Just tapping our heel on the floor. Okay. Nice and simple. Again, from sitting down position, you can do it like so. Okay. So it's nice and easy. And then from there we're going to stand a little bit wider than shoulders, hands down to the side, stretching down as far as we can go, back to the center again, and stretching back down the other side. So from the side, again, it just looks like so as you're doing it, okay? So not leaning forward to touch my knees, and just using the back and the sides of my stomach to really get that in. And then back into a nice little steady march again then. Perfect. Right, a little bit of crossovers, so nothing too strenuous. I'm only I'm touching the top of my thigh because I don't want to lift my knee up that high yet. I'm going to slowly build into it. And then from there, what we're going to do is some hamstring curls. Back into those again, but we're going to double up now. So we're going to do some hamstring curls and a chest press. So I hope everyone is feeling well on this afternoon. Okay, weather's a little bit cloudy, but it's not raining, so that's the biggest thing. It's nice and dry, so we can get out and do some walks and things. And then from there, what we're going to do now is take your one foot in your hand if you can. If you can't, continue to lift and lower. Okay, I'm just using the chair for support, for balance. And then we're going to relax that leg back in some hamstring curls again, but now opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay. Well done. Again, if you find this difficult, you can just do in both hands, or if you sat down, you can do it like so. Then we're going to turn the face the other direction. I'm going to grab the foot or my sock if you find it difficult. Just make sure the knee is in line with the hip. Okay? And then slowly back in. From there into a march, we'll continue with our chest pressing. And then we're going to take both hands, place them on the small of the back, and then just squeezing those shoulder blades together. So imagine they're barn doors, so you're just squeezing them together. You should feel stretch all the way across the chest there. And then slowly relax. Give a little bit of a shake out. Sometimes you feel a little bit stiff, I know I am, in my shoulders today. So what we're going to do from there, we're going to go into our heel digs. Tapping our heels, and we're going to do a forward raise, okay? Just tapping our heel with a forward raise, and then as we take a step forward with our right leg, we're going to hold that there. Just wondering if Craig's watching. I'm going to try that hand button again. And that's it, sitting back, you feel stretch from the top knee right up into the bum, keeping the back chest up nice and high as we're doing it, and then relax, and we're going to go into a couple more. If you want to further the stretch, what you can do is sit back a little bit further, or if you are sat down, you lean into it a little bit more, okay? So as you take a step forward now with your left leg like so, so to further the stretch, you sit down a little bit more, so you may want to use the table for support, but it really does stretch the hamstrings. Excellent, some good light buttons coming in, I'm liking this, and then coming back up, back into a nice little steady march again, and so now you stretch all the back part of the leg over here, okay? So from there, back into our side steps, but we're going to do a shoulder press, so taking my arms above our head, and then taking them back down. Don't worry, I haven't got a problem like Craig hitting the chandelier, not at all. And then place one hand on top of the other and stretch all the way up to the top as far as you can. That's them guys, perfect, superb. And then slowly bring it back down. Nice stay stretch, it's good to see you here. And we get a touch, boom, let's see who's here. Oh, Craig's waving. Ha ha ha. Craig is waving and I can't add Craig. Oh, that's a shame. Wonder why that was. I could add Andrew and Phil, but not Craig. Okay, we'll have a little work on that one. Never mind. So from there, we're going to do opposite and opposite leg. Okay, so just building up that cardiovascular. Alright, building up that heart rate. Slowly taking it up as high as we can. There we go. And then again, back into a walk up the camera, get attached, boom, just to see who's here. It's always good for me to see who's here and see what's happening with everybody. Well done, back into a nice little steady march. So from there now, what we're going to do is go into our tap backs again, pushing off the ball of our foot, and then we're going to bring the arms in up to shoulder height. But what we're going to do this time is as we take a step back, we're going to take our arms out to the side, so it's more of a lateral raise. Okay, and then as you take a step back then with your left leg, we're going to hold that there, hands on the hips or the chair, wherever you need for support, bend the front knee and lean slightly forward, and you really feel a stretch in that back part of the leg. If you're sitting down, what you can do is just point the toes towards the ceiling for me, okay? And then from that position again, we're going to go back into a lateral raise with a tap back, and if you want to, you can do opposite arm, opposite leg. It's just taking those arms in a different plane of movement to the legs, just to make it that little bit more complicated, okay? And then as you take a step back then with your right leg, we're going to hold that there, hands on your hips again, bend the front knee and lean slightly forward. So as you can see, it's a nice straight line from my head all the way down to my heel. And you'll feel the stretch again all in the back of the leg, and back into a march. Right, so let's pick up that march and now let's go for it. Alright, here we go, and then we're going to do some high knees, taking it a little bit quicker again then for me. There we go, some nice coffers. If you find this difficult, okay, you don't have to lift them up as high as I'm doing, and if you want to make it a little bit harder, you just twist again that back part of the hand to touch the outer part of the knee, and that will really start to stretch the abdominals. That's it. And then from there, the old favourites, the ladder climbs. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Is Bobby here today, I wonder? Who else is here? Not Glenn's here, is Roy's here. They give him a bit of a wave, Glenn. Andrew, Phil is here as well. And Craig's watching, so that's good. So again, anybody there, just give us a shout out. Just to keep my motivation going. And I'm not on my own. That's good, they're all coming in. Poof, get a little bit of a thing, get a touch on the camera, straight in, right in. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go straight into the set, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to spend 30 seconds doing the activity, okay? And then 30 seconds rest. So that'll give me plenty of time then to explain what the next activity will be. Just remember, you always go at your own pace, okay? And take your arms and everything up to mobility as far as you can, okay? Yes, it's good. I'm liking this wave button. You can wave it to everybody. Perfect. Yeah, so the 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off gives me plenty of time to tell you the next station or what the next activities be. But just be mindful of the movement, so you know your body's better than anybody else. So you take it to a point where you feel comfortable, whatever you do. Okay, well done. Right then, so without further ado, the first one we're going to start off with is some dips. Okay, so then I'll explain this one. So we're going to sit down in the chair, or you can use a bench, whichever you got handy. Hands on the side of the chair, and then we're going to lift that bum off that. We're going to go down again as far as you can. So it may only be to there. Okay, and we're going to do this for 30 seconds. Obviously, if you want to rest within that time, you just sit back into that chair. So this is probably the easiest way to do it. Okay, if you want to make it a bit harder, take the feet out a little bit wider and straight, and then that really does put extra pressure on the shoulders. So be very mindful in when doing that one. Okay, I would probably keep my knees bent, makes it a little bit easier. But if you do want a challenge, straighten those legs out. Okay, so let's get the timer going. Let's get everything ready. Where am I? So 30 seconds. So we're going to start. 3, 2, 1, and off we go. So here we go then. So dips now then. We're going to dip down and back up again. 30 seconds. Whoosh. So this is really good to build up the triceps. So if you think of getting in and out of a chair, or perhaps even getting in and out of the bath, okay? Okay, really does strengthen up the muscles. I'm going to take a rest. My shoulder, I can really feel it today. 3, 2, 1, I get 2 more in. And rest, superb. Boosh. Right then, so the next one we're going to do is squats I'll explain this a little bit clearer. I'll just pause that rest button. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take our knees off lock. Okay, and like we did in the warm-up, we've done a little bit of a twist. This time I'm going to turn the whole body. And when you do that, you'll notice my knee going down, okay? What I don't want to do is I don't want to drop the knee and do this. Okay, I want to turn the top half of your body. So my foot is pivoting, as you can see, but I'm allowing my knee to follow my body. And we're going to do some twists. If you want to keep a little pause in the middle, you can. As you can see, you can do it with weight or without. I'm going to do this first one to do without weight. Okay, so I'm just going to be doing this motion. All right. So when you're all ready, guys, as long as you all understand, we'll have another 20 seconds. So just to repeat it, my knees are just off lock. It's about a quarter of a squat, really. I'm not going all the way down. So from the side, it would look like so. I'm going to turn just like so. I'll pause in the middle. Right there, so we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to take my knees off lock. I'm going to turn back to the centre. I've got my hands up like this, purely just because it makes me feel a little bit more comfortable, but I'm doing it nice and slow. Obviously, if you want to, you can just take the legs up a little bit higher, and then you can do it like so. But I'm actually twisting the whole of my body, like that. That's it. You can see my breath going as I'm turning. So breathing out, nearly there, 2, 1, and relax. That's a real tough one, real good one to work on the core. Perfect, well done. Excellent. So the next one we've got now then is the old favourite, some squats or sit to stands with an upright row. Now obviously, as you've been doing this for a while, you can use the back of the chair, and this is what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be going down, just hold on to the back of the chair. Again, you can still use a chair to stand in. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. So going down as far as you can go, using the chair for support. Okay, you can even use both if you want to, as you can see what I'm doing there. But as soon as the bum touches the chair, come straight back up. So just keeping it nice and, so we want to keep a consistent pace as we're doing it. Alright, that's it. So then from the front, it looks like so. So obviously I'm doing it without nothing but there. I'm going down as far as I can go. 2, 1, and shake it out as well. Good. Next one then, so working on our heart rate, we're going to do some ladder climbs, okay? So make sure you take some water on board, make sure you get your rest in, okay? It's very, very important. All right. And we're going to go in 10 seconds time, okay? So the next one is ladder climbs. Nice and simple. Obviously, if you're down in a chair, you can do it like so. Just remember, go at your own pace. Boom, let's go. So taking it up. That's stretch it up. I'm stretching it as high as I can. If you want to do it as a mobility one, you can use it as a balance one if you want to. And do it really, really slow. Or if you want to get the heart rate going, you can obviously go that a little bit quicker. So it's quite a versatile one to do and use. As I said, if you want to use it for balance, you can just do it like so. One arm, one leg. And then you can use it a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. And rest. Get that. Whoosh. Straight into the camera today. Right in. We got a couple more left. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to grab my tins of weights or books. You can use anything you want to, whether it be bottles of water. And I'm going to do some punching. So I'm going to stay on the spot. I'm not going to move my legs for this one. I'm just going to be punching my arms forward. I'm going to try and keep a nice pace. Alright? When you're ready, guys, there's the beepers. And start punching through. Okay? So get rid of some of that aggression. Whoosh. Perhaps get rid of, start thinking about what's really going. Really clear the mind. Sometimes it's nice to really do a bit of activity to really get going. As you see, I'm going quite quickly. Keep a consistent pace. If you want to, you just slow it down and punch through. Okay? 2, 1, and a rest again. Whoosh. So from there, we're going to go back into a quarter squat and twist. So we're really concentrating on that stomach today. So this is the second time we do it. So I'm going to use the tins, okay, to add a little bit of weight. Now you can rest anytime you need to. We're going to go in 10 seconds time. So I'm just going to take my knees off lock, allow my body to twist, and the knee will follow. Okay, that's very important. So hands out, just allow that knee to follow. Turn the top half of your body first, and allow that knee to follow. Otherwise you just look like Elvis Presley. So really focus on that top half turning, okay? There we go. So I'm keeping my legs down, so it's going to be quite hard on my knees. If I want to make it easier, I'll just stand up a little bit more. Not that you can tell. 2, 1, and relax again. So it really does hit the stomach again for that one. Alright, next one. We're going to target those legs. So we've all done them before, we've done them for a while now, lunges, but they really are important. So if you think about things of picking things up off the floor, yeah, perhaps we don't do it in that manner, but that's the way we should do, because that helps with our backs and it helps strengthen. Don't forget, you can use some chairs either side or a table for support. Depends on what you can do. Alright, 2. Let's go. So lunges down. The most important thing is though, stomach in, back nice and tall, and make sure the knee doesn't go past that foot, okay? So what you find if you do that, all my weight now is all on that one knee, okay? And if you have bad knees, that's not something you want to do, especially if you're recovering. So by doing it this way, I'm distributing the weight from either knee, okay? 1, and rest. Superb, guys, well done. Next one we have is we're going to work our cardiovascular system here. We're going to work our heart, we're going to work our lungs, and we're going to do some crossovers like we did in the warm-up. You can keep it simple and just tap the thigh. You can go for a little bit quicker and touch the knee. You can use the outer part of your hand, or you can use your elbow. It's whatever you prefer and what you feel comfortable. 1, let's go. So I'm going to start off with my elbows. There we go. And if I get a little bit tired, I can always go to my hands. Ideally, what you should do, is start off with a simpler version and then build up. So if you start off with a harder one, you're going to end up hurting yourself and injuring. And plus, it's better for you mentally, knowing that you've progressed, rather than, oh, I've got to go backwards. So we're going to do this. 1. Superb. Right then. So we're going to work on our stomach again. Okay. So with this one, I'm sure Craig done this with a band on Monday. And what we're doing is just pulling, bringing that tin up, and take it back down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do 1 and 2 on one arm, and then 1 and 2 on the other. Okay? Obviously, you want to try and keep it as even as we possibly can. So we go with 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. So keep a nice steady pace. So knees just off lock. Okay? So it helps, keeps a nice strong base as we're doing it. I forgot to count now. So 1, 2, and 1, 2. Excellent. Keeping it going again. 1, 2. We're nearly there. This is the end of the first round, I do believe. We have one more to go. Awesome. And rest. So what we're going to do now, last exercise, okay, is we're going to do some tap backs with a bicep curl. Phil Matthews' signature move. This is, learned it from the best. That's it. So tapping back with a bicep curl. Let's get a touch again before we start. Boom. Here we go. Here we go. So we've got 5 seconds left. So we're going to start in 3, in 2, and 1. Straight into it, guys. So pushing off the ball of my foot, and then I'm going to do a bicep curl. If you want to, what you can do is you can double up with this one. So you can do a bicep curl and a kick back. You can do a bicep curl and a kick back. So that's how you make it that little bit harder. As you notice, I've slowed the move down, but I'm doing 2 exercises at once, okay? 2, 1, and hold it there. 2 minutes rest, guys. Get a touch. Well done. Boom. Go and grab a drink, whatever you need. Please, please, please. Even though it's cloudy and the sun's not there, it's very, very warm. As seen on TV, Phil. Yes, it was. His move was on the news. Well done. Very, very much. Superb, guys. So what we're going to do is we've got 2 minutes rest. We're going to repeat that again. All right. So please, if there's anything you think, I can't really do that, now's the time to bring it up, get it involved, and then I can type back and see how we're getting on you. There's loads of things that I can do with this now. Since it's updated, it's very good. For some reason, I can add Glennis and I can add Andrew, but I can't add there. So, but never mind. Nah, never mind. Right then, so first exercise again is those dips. As I mentioned, you don't have to go down as low as I'm going. Alright, you take a step forward like so, and you're only going down as far as you can go. As I said, if you want to make it a bit harder, you take the feet out wide. Don't worry, we're not going to start yet. We've got another 50 seconds, so use the rest time wisely. Take drinks on board, sit down if you need to, okay? As I said, even though it's cloudy, it's still quite warm, it's quite muggy, alright? So you'd be surprised at how much you sweat during weather like this, and especially if it's indoors as well. So well done, everyone. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the momentum going, and we'll go on. Right, so the first one is dips. Let's get into position. I'm going to sit down on the chair so I'm nice and ready. We've got 24 seconds left, okay? Another important thing with the dip is, again, just holding our stomach, so you can see how important our core is. And whatever exercise we do, we always sort of engage in our stomach and our back, so we have good posture as we do it. Okay, so we're going to go in 5 seconds time. 3, 2, 1. Let's go straight into those dips. Pushing down. As I said, always start off easier and for hard. And what we're going to do, let's do that. So what we're going to do is, for the last 3 seconds, we're going to go that a little bit quicker. So as it's counting down, we'll go quicker for those last 3. Okay, we're coming up to 10 now. So we've got 7, 6, 5, 4. Let's go a bit quicker. 3, 2, 1. And stop. Whoosh. Adds a little bit of extra spice in there as well as you're doing it. Well done. So we're going to move on to our twists now. Okay. So like we did, really concentrating on that stomach. Alright. So I'm taking my knees off lock as I'm turning my body. I'm allowing my knee to follow. As I said, try not to just bend the knee, otherwise you look like Elvis, which is not a bad thing, okay, but this is what we want you to do. So here we go. Well, the tins, no tins for this one. You can if you need to, obviously. So I'm going to build up. I'm just going to use my hands, and I'm going to turn. So as you can see, I'm turning my body and my knee is just following. That's all it is. So something similar to if you've done Craig's class with TMW and he's doing diagonal patterning, the hand follows the hip. Okay, same here, the knee follows the hip. And good, back up on your feet. Good, give it a little bit of a shake out. So we're going to go into our squats next. Squats with an upright row. And obviously, I'm always using really knee drop on that. I'm always using tins of beans. Don't forget, guys, you can use anything that you have at your disposal in your house. So whether it be a bag of bugs, whether it be a broom handle with a weight on it, anything you need to. Okay. So it's 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Just taking it up. Keep a nice steady pace. As soon as my bum has hit that chair, I'm coming up. That is good. So I'm going to squat with upright rows. If you want to, you could do one arm at a time. Pushing it in. Here we go. That's perfect. Sit the stands as well. Bringing the chins up to my chin. 2, 1. Excellent. So what we're going to do from there is we're going to go straight into those ladder climbs, okay? There's not much rest today, but just enough, okay? Same with the ladder climbs. If you want to use the weights, you can do, all right? It's entirely up to you. It's your exercise, so you make it what you want to do, all right? Obviously, I can't see you. Just make sure you're doing it correctly. Form is far better than the amount and speed, okay? 2, 1, here we go. So I'm going to use weights on this one as much as I can, pushing above. As I said, it's a very good balance one to do as well. Even if you're holding it for a couple of seconds and back down, it's a very, very good balance one to do. Okay, so that's it. Take the arms above our head. Nice high knee. Obviously, you don't have to lift the knee and the hand that high. You can do as I'm doing. 2, 1. And then rest again. Whoosh. Next one, we're going to stay with the tins and we're going to do those punches. We're going to punch on through that camera. Okay, that's all we're going to do. Boom. Nice to see everyone still here. Andrew, Phil still here. Phil, boom, let's go. That's good. Excellent. Glenn's is still here. I hope Roy and everybody else. I think I'm scrolling through. I'm going too quick. I can't see everybody's name. But I hope everyone's really good. But you're still here. So, let's get involved. Here we go. Punching through. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off nice and steady, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to build through this 30 seconds. So now we're going to go that a little bit quicker. Picking up the pace now. 15 seconds gone. 10 seconds left. Let's take it a bit quicker again then. Pushing through. 5 seconds left. Let's really go for it. Really punch it through. And relax. Whoosh. That's good. From there's no let up. We're back into those twists again then, okay? As I said, if you find this difficult or if you are, just sit down and allow that body to twist. I'm even holding it for a second as I'm doing it, alright? That's probably the best thing. Okay, so we're going to go in 5 seconds time. So we can go in 3, 2, 1, and twist another way. That's it. So I'm pausing a little bit at the front, but I'm keeping that momentum going. I'm keeping a consistent pace, alright? It really does work that stomach. Nice strong core as you're doing it. That's it. Don't have to take the hands out wide. You can keep those weights close to your body if you want to. And twist like so. 1. And another rest. These times are flying by. So we're going to go straight into our lunges. Working those legs again. Okay? Don't have to go down as far. You can even just go down a little into the point. Like Craig's TMW. You just transfer the weight from one leg to the other, and that is fine. And then obviously you do the same with the other leg as well. Okay, so you're going to go in 3, 2, 1, and off we go again. Again, you can use the chairs for support. The most important thing, as I said the first time round, stomach in, back straight, knee doesn't go past the foot. Okay, And if you want to make this harder, obviously you either go down lower, okay, and if you want to make it a bit more dynamically, you can do a little hop and a skip, okay, but you need to understand how your body is. And relax. Whew, you need to know what you're capable of doing. That's good. Right then, so from there, we're going to go into our crossovers now, alright. So take your time again while doing these. Again, nice and easy one to do from sitting down. You've done this now probably loads of times. So let's get straight into it. Let's start picking up the tempo as we go along. So we'll start off easy and we'll gradually make it harder through the 30 seconds again. Alright, 3, 2, 1, and let's start off nice and slow. And then every 5 seconds, we'll go 10 and we'll pick it up. So let's take it up a little bit more then. So I'm lifting my knee up a little bit higher and I'm starting to go that little bit quicker. And then I'm going to pick it up again. This time I'm going to take the back of my hand to my knee. We got 10 seconds left. I'm going to bring my elbow in now for this last turn, but I'm still keeping the same pace. 5 seconds, I'm going to go as quick as I can. And relax for those last couple of seconds. Whoosh! Really working the stomach. So, into that pull twist again. So like we did before, we're going to do 2 the one side, and then 2 stretching it for the others. Okay? Obviously, if you have a band, you can use a band, keeping one hand close, and you just draw it up, as Craig said, as if you're drawing a sword from the belt. Okay? Alright, then. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, and taking that arm back. Be mindful when you do this one, you don't lean back. Okay? That's why we always keep the knees nice and soft, so that's straight, and that's just off lock. Gives us a lot more stable base. I've done too many on one hand now. Alright, so if we don't keep it straight, sometimes we pull our back, go back a little bit further than we should, and not all that what we can do. Okay? I've done way too many of that, so again, I told you. 1, 2, let's get last 2. 1, 2, yes. Bring it in there. So we have our last one. The last one, guys. I can't believe how quick this has gone. So what we're going to be doing is some bicep curls with a tap back. As we did in the first one, if you do want to do a kickback as well, it's entirely up to you, because that will really work the front and the back part of the arm. Okay, right. So we're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So I'm going to kick back, bicep curl, kick back, bicep curl, kick back, bicep curl, and I'm going to go a little bit quicker now. Let's build it up and concentrate in what I'm doing. I'm going to go a little bit quicker if you can. We've got 5 seconds left. Let's go. Let's pick it up. Bicep curl, tap back. Bicep curl, tap back. Ah, good. Awesome, guys. Well done. Yeah, touch. Boom. Well done. Excellent. I hope everyone is feeling all okay. Excellent. Well done. Don't forget, guys, you like to catch up. Yes, you can. Don't forget, yeah, you can catch up with myself and Phil at 1:45 today. So please, if you need to, come there. Been doing Happy's Lens. Well done, Glennis. Picking up there. So I hope you all enjoyed that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is going into the cool down. Alright, so as we always do, keep it nice and steady. We'll start off with a march, and then we're gradually taking it back down. Whew. Well done. And then we're going to do some shoulder rolls. Still keep a nice little steady march, I think. Sim. And what I'm going to do, if Andrew doesn't mind, I'm going to see, oh, somebody else is waving. Yeah, I can give a wave. Hey, Tom Graham, he's there. It's a nice new wave button coming in. And then we're going to increase that range of motion by here as well. Well done. That's it. And again, bring them to, oh, let's bring Tom Cavell to the camera. Let's see if he's there. Can't bring Tom on camera. Oh, that's a shame. Let's see if we can get Andrew on, see what his thoughts are on the class trying to add. Hopefully it'll work, but it doesn't matter if it doesn't. So I'm just slowly increasing there, and then relax. Perfect, good. So from there, what we're going to do is grab the one foot in our hand, or grab the sock, just like so. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Doesn't seem to want to add people though. I have the option to do it, but it doesn't want to do it. Never mind. And then relax back into a nice little steady march. If somebody else is watching as well, let's give them a wave. No, it's not, it's still Tom. So back into there, and we're going to go into those side steps. That's it, into that chest press as well. And then we're going to take both hands, place them on the small of the back. I'm still going to keep those legs going, and I'm going to squeeze those shoulder blades together. Okay, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and then a little bit of a shake out as well. Alright, so from there, what we're going to do is some heel digs, tapping our heels on the floor, just like so. Okay, and then what we're going to do is as we take a step forward with our right leg, we'll hold that there, hands and hips again, and sitting back into that stretch. Okay, so as you can see, if you sat down, you can do it just like so, and you're just leaning in and you'll stretch the hamstring. If you want to stretch the hamstring and the calf, point towards the ceiling. And that's enough of that one. Back into some more heel digs with a bicep curl, and then as you take a step forward then, okay, with your left leg, you lost it then, sitting back into that stretch. Well done. Nice and steady, coming back up, back into a march. I'm just going to take a walk up to the camera, boom, and then walk back again. It's just a walk in a different plane of movement. Alright, and then from there, back into those side steps, but this time we're going to take our arms up and then back down. So every time our right foot goes out, then we take the arms up above the head. So we're slowing that move right down and really lowering that heart rate. And then place one hand on top of the other and stretch up as high as you can. And what we're going to do is take that down into a march. There we go. And then slowly back down again. So just before we move on to the last leg one, we're going to take our arm out wide. We're going to right across the body and pull it towards you. You should feel it all in the shoulder. So either on the bottom half or the top part of your arm, whichever you prefer, just not the elbow. And then relax. Do exactly the same with the other hand. Bring it right across the body, pulling it towards you, stretching that shoulder. And then relax again. Perfect. Into the tap backs again, but this time what we'll do is make sure that heel touches the floor. Okay, so what we always do is we cool them down. Want to make the movement slower, lower that heart rate, and then as you take a step back with your left leg, you'll hold that there. Bend the front knee and then just lean slightly forward. So there's a nice straight line from my head all the way down to the heel of my foot. Very precise then. And then slowly come back up, and we're going to do a couple more. We're nearly there. Whew. We are nearly there. And then as you take a step back with your right leg, just the feet if you need to, try and get them to point to 12 apart. A lot of people tend to put their one foot out because it helps them with balance. If you need to, obviously use a chair or a table. And then slowly come back into a nice little steady march again. Well done. So we're going to slowly bring that heart rate down. So we're going to slowly take it down again. Just using our feet now, as you can see. Just bending. Very good for the ankles, this one. Just to do this, even just as a stand up one for balance, to warm up those ankles. And then we're just going to allow them to come nice and still. Just focusing on that breathing. So breathing in. And then breathing out. So in through the mouth. And then out through the nose. And then through the nose. And out through the mouth. We'll do that one more time. So in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Well done, everybody. Get touch. Boom. Well done. I hope you really enjoyed today's session. I really enjoyed it today. Yes, a couple of different things. Tried to bring people on camera. Didn't quite work, but hell, that's the way it is. So, yes, If you want to join myself and Phil, we'll be here at 1:45 on via the Zoom app. I believe he has put all the passwords and the ID number up there. If you do need any help in accessing these little community conversations, please don't hesitate to give us a message privately on our BG referral page, and we'll more than happy give you a call and ring it. And vice versa, let us know if you're not fussed on the video and you just wanted to give us a call. You want us just to call you, we're more than happy to do that as well. We can do a conversation over the phone. Thanks very much, Glennis. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, Roy. Hope everyone is still watching. Phil is still here as well. So thank you very much indeed for your time. And we will see you all on Friday, or we'll see you in about half an hour's time. So please take care and see you soon.